5 extreme tornadoes caught on camera. Back in the day, especially before the 19th century, we could only imagine when we heard accounts of the insane events following the release of these volatile whirlwinds, wreaking havoc as they tore through towns and cities, causing millions, if not billions of dollars in damage in the course of their treacherous paths. Well, those days of relying on accounts or imagination are in the past, as we can now watch these powerful twisters and also measure the intensity of these whirlwinds and record them as they lay waste to everything within their paths. Capable of reaching speeds of 110 miles per hour, some of the more volatile and extreme tornadoes have been known to tear through places at speeds of more than 300 miles per hour, as they swell up to sizes of more than 2 miles in radius. Come, see some of the most extreme tornadoes ever recorded as they destroy everything they hit in several parts of the world. Indiana tornado. First of all, it must be noted that while tornadoes have been known to occur on pretty much all the continents on Earth, it appears that tornadoes seem to occur mostly in North America, especially the United States of America and Canada. In fact, there is an area in the central and the southeastern regions of the United States that have been referred to as Tornado Alley. Although this area covers a landmass of about 15% of the US, it has been the site of about 30% of all tornadoes that have occurred in the US since 1950, totaling to about 16,674 tornadoes during that time, averaging about 268 tornadoes per year. One of the most extreme tornado storms that has occurred in Tornado Alley is the one that occurred in Indiana in 2012. On the 2nd and 3rd of March 2012, we can see powerful thunderstorms hit Indiana as it rampages through the states of Kentucky, Indiana, Alabama, and Ohio Valley region. These storms generated several deadly tornadoes, as we can view the deadliest of them, which was a turbulent EF4 tornado, which happens to be the second strongest type of tornado on the enhanced Fujita scale, often referred to as the Henryville tornado. Watch as the tornado reaches speeds estimated at 170 miles per hour. This powerful twister ripped through several small communities, namely New Pekin, Henryville, Maryville, and Chelsea, destroying homes and buildings while taking the lives of more than 10 people, one of which was recording the fearful whirlwind. All in all, the tornado caused the death of 41 people and is acknowledged being the second deadliest tornadic event in March in the US, with the 1966 Candlestick tornado being responsible for more deaths in the month of March.
Strong tornado going so close to that house.
I knew this tornado was going to kill people.
I pray we will be spared.
Nebraska tornado. Remaining within Tornado Alley, we can watch another frightful tornado. Caught on camera, this one occurred in the mid-2010s, when a tornado outbreak believed to have been caused by a powerful cyclic supercell thunderstorm produced 76 tornadoes in the Great Plains, the mid-western region of the US, and Ontario, Canada. However, the most significant tornadoes of the outbreak severely rampaged through Nebraska. We can see how in a 3-day period between June 16 and June 18, 2014, witnesses couldn't help but record as about 6 of these tornadoes ripped through 5 counties in Nebraska, building up in speed and intensity as they ravaged through the state. A pair of twin tornadoes brought the city of Stanton to its knees as it descended on a small village called Pilger. Each tornado, which had reached the strengths of EF4, struck the village directly, with the first one killing 1 person and injuring several other people, destroying most of the buildings and infrastructure before its nearly identical twin tacked itself in to join the destructive events. Witnesses, newsmen, and storm-chasing enthusiasts recorded as numerous homes and businesses were destroyed, along with plants, trees, and granaries. All in all, 2 people lost their lives, while 20 people suffered injuries in the event that caused about $20 million in damages, before the tornadoes finally roped out and dissipated.
By nightfall, these tornadoes left paths of death and destruction never seen before or since.
The worst tornado event to ever occur in Nebraska's history.
Texas tornado. Still within the Tornado Valley, we visit the state of Texas, where supercell thunderstorms came to fruition across the Dallas 4th Metroplex and resulted in the development of several tornadoes that tore through various communities north of the Lone Star State. Out of the 36 confirmed tornadoes that hit the region, one of those tornadoes, which was measured at EF3 on the enhanced Fujita scale, tore through the area as it gathered strength while reaching speeds of 140 miles per hour. Watch as witnesses recorded as the twister snapped large trees in half, ripped roofs from their homes, and several other buildings that had the misfortune of finding themselves in this volatile tornado's path. So severe was the damage to buildings and infrastructure that it's estimated that the tornado caused over $1.5 billion in damages, which gives it the distinction of being the costliest tornado event in the history of Texas, and the 4th costliest tornado in the history of the United States of America.
They can strip a landscape bare of all living things.
Joplin tornado. Similar to the other entries on this list, we remain in Tornado Valley to witness one of the most devastating tornadoes to ever smash through the United States, ever. This occurred in the town of Joplin, Missouri, when a tornado broke out from a large, late May tornado outbreak that made its way across the inhabited city. The 3rd tornado to strike the city since May 1971, the tornado was a multi-vortex tornado, which implies that it's a tornado which has several vortices rotating in and around the main vortex. It reached an intensity of EF5 on the Fujita scale, the most powerful rating on the enhanced Fujita scale, and as such, you can tell the damage was simply electrifying. Watch as it reaches speeds of up to 200 miles per hour with a maximum width of almost a mile. The tornado was so powerful, it made a 2x4 piece of wood go through a slab of concrete. Look at this fearsome tornado ripping through the city as it damaged commercial, residential, and infrastructural buildings. Since the event, it's been revealed that the tornado is the costliest single tornado ever to hit any region in the US, due to the fact that the insurance payout cost about $2.8 billion. And that's without considering uninsured property that suffered damage. It's also the deadliest tornado to strike the US since the Glazer-Higgins-Woodward tornadoes, which occurred in 1947, with a death toll of 158 people, while about 1,150 people suffered injuries.
Dragged my mom out to go storm chasing because I couldn't drive. There were a few other guys that were in the car.
But stop! It's coming towards us!
We started to notice a rotation to our south down the road.
Dalapa-Saturia tornado. Taking a step away from the US and its tornado alley, we head over to the southern Asian nation of Bangladesh. Apart from being the 8th most populated nation, the nation is also known to endure a long monsoon season in which it tends to suffer several natural calamities, such as floods, tidal bores, and of course, tornadoes, due to its location in the Ganges Basin. One such tornado was witnessed on 26 April 1989, as supercell thunderstorms that had been brewing just 24 hours before produced an F4 tornado that tore through Dalapa before travelling east to Saturia at speeds of up to 418 miles per hour. A terrifying sight for all those who had the misfortune of recording the awesome but horrific event. We can see as it swept through a 50-mile long path. The tornado destroyed everything in its path, With such devastation, it was reported by the Bangladeshi Observer that there were no signs of standing infrastructure where the tornado displayed its power. Worse still, it was also reported that over 1,300 people lost their lives to the tornado, making it the most deadly tornado in history. Not only that, over 12,000 people were also injured by the ravenous twister, while 80,000 were left homeless in its wake.
The damage caused by the tornado was absolutely catastrophic. Homes were destroyed, trees were uprooted, farms were ruined, and many lives were affected.
All in all, it must be said that these tornadoes are fascinating to watch, even as they tear through towns and cities with alarming force. Nonetheless, we must be careful not to underestimate these tornadoes, because just as easily as they could be recorded today, they could also easily cost you all you hold dear. With that, the video has come to an end here. Let us know your thoughts in the comments below. And if you liked what you saw, what's keeping you from hitting that subscribe button and turning on post notifications? Trust me, you don't want to miss any of our videos. And if you want to check out our previous videos, click right here.